Hi, thank you for watching this video today. I'm talking about a subject on how do you price your service. I've been getting numerous calls from friends and professional colleagues on how much they should charge for their service. Today our focus is on how to price your service. I'm not talking about how to price products, but service. Well, when it comes to pricing of service, there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. The first thing you need to take into consideration is to first take into consideration your level of expertise. I mean, you know your worth, you know how long you've trained in whatever type of service you are providing. Are you teaching someone something, or are you helping someone make something? Whatever it is, whatever type of service you are offering, you only can quantify the amount of expertise or experience that you have in that area. The other thing you also need to take into consideration is how long it will take you to execute or perform that service. You also need to look at the other ancillary services or things required to get this service performed. You have to try and put down your cost, then charge accordingly. It is normal that when you charge people will back at your prices, but only you know truly what your worth is. But you must also be careful not to price yourself out of the market. Remember, there are other people who provide similar services as yourself, so it probably makes common sense that you should go out and do a quick survey to find out what other people are charging before you reach your own service or price to the customer. I'm not saying that you should not price higher than the market. After all, if your service is exceptional and the customer knows your worth, you have the latitude of charging higher. But it makes common sense that you should try and do a small reconnaissance or a quick market survey to know how much other people are charging. That way you don't underprice yourself, and that way you are even able to judge whether your price is fair or totally out of range. If you need to price your service, you must decide what is important, and you must decide what kind of customers you want to serve. The truth is that not everybody truly can afford your service. I'll give you a very good example. After I wrote my book last year and I started selling the books, some people actually backed at the price that I was offering for my books. For example, the soft copy of my book costs 6,500, and I also have a hard copy. The hard copy goes for 10,000 naira, and people have asked me, why is the book this pricey? And I'm saying no. There are a lot of things you need to consider when you are determining what your book costs. The first thing is that, one, I'm writing this book with a renowned brand in the person of Mr. Brian Tracy. So Brian Tracy comes with a lot of value. Number two is that this book, which I co-authored, also have other entrepreneurs that are involved. So not only are you just hearing from me or from Brian Tracy, you're also hearing also too from other entrepreneurs. It also costs money to produce this book. So naturally, I will not price it the same way. So I think before you determine how much you will charge for a service, you need to take all these factors into consideration. Let me go over those criteria again. The first thing you need to decide is, first, what type of service are you offering? How much do you want to charge based on the experience that you have and the time you'll be expending providing that service? The other thing you also need to look at is that you also need to look at how much the market is charging. You're not the only one playing in the market, so it doesn't make sense for you to undervalue yourself. Neither should you also price yourself out of the market, but at least you know how much it is that you are putting into that service. If you're getting other people to join you to perform that service, you also need to factor in their own cost before you decide how much you're going to charge. Thank you very much for listening to me today. If you like this post, I'd like you to comment below, and I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are. Bye for now, and cheers.